When it comes to scatter diagrams, I'm just going to do one of them. This is only grade C rated, so it's not uniquely higher level concept at all. You've got to click on the links above my head. So let's look at the foundation questions that I've done. I've done enough of them there. I'm highlighting this one because it's out of the higher book, and it shows one extra feature that you may be quite unaware of. We come across the concept of a curve of best fit. That is to say, not all lines of best fit have to be straight lines necessarily. So we understand about positive correlations and negative correlations and no correlations, but a curve of best fit is new to our thinking. So what we're going to do, I've pasted this one on the back of the on the screen there, as you can see, and I'm going to work through the question, and that's what we're going to do. I'm looking at question 6, page 120, and it's the only question I'll do at this level. And it says, Jenny collects information on the top speed and engine size of various motorbikes. We can see the bikers there, just above my head in the little video there, having fun, drinking. Actually, they're not drinking, they're sort of folding their arms looking tough. Right, her results are shown in the table below. So that's the table. Let's get the pen out of the way. Draw a scatter graph of the results. So let me just turn over the page, and I've already done that to save time. We have the top speed. I've started from 40 because there's nothing going at 0 kilometers per hour. So I've gone from 40 to 280. That's Helen just arrived. And the engine size 0 to 1200 cc engine. cc is an old unit, old-fashioned unit, stands for cubic capacity. And I've plotted the results very carefully as best as I can, and I've drawn this lovely blue curve of best fit. And I think that's lovely. As you can see, it is definitely a curve. Think of it sensibly now. The engine size on a bike can't get bigger and bigger indefinitely, but you're limited by space and weight, and also your top speed can't go up and up and up indefinitely. So there comes a point where you could say for the first, I don't know, for the first 800 cc's or so, you could have a positive correlation and following roughly a straight line, with a straight line of best fit. But as things get bigger in terms of engine size and the top speed becomes increasingly more restricted, so it curves off to a maximum of about 280. Even if we had a 2000 cc bike, I reckon you won't go much above the 300, not the way this trend is panning out at the moment. So there you are, a very definite curve of best fit, and so get that into your thinking. A positive correlation can be positive and strong, but it doesn't have to be a straight line. So that's that discussion over. Now go back. What do you notice about the correlation between speed and engine size? Well, it's definitely a good, strong, positive correlation. Now, draw a curve of best fit. I've done that in blue. And use it to estimate. Here's the usual questions now. Read off the curve. The engine size if the top speed of your bike is 170. So let's go to 170 and using this line drawing facility. Let's just check I've got that right. Yes, 170 top speed. Right, here we go. 170 is there. Draw across to my blue line, my curve of best fit. Drag that down. I'm making that about roughly, what's that? 350. So here we go. Showing the examiner what I'm doing. I'm reading across and down. So if I've got a top speed of 170, according to my line of best fit or curve of best fit, I've got an engine size probably around about 350 cc's. Next question. The engine size if the top speed is 250 kilometers per hour. Right, 250s then. It's very fast. Alright, here we go. 250. Hit my line, read along, come down. That's quite convenient. That's about 750, isn't it? So I read across, hit my curve, and came down, and there's my 750. Then it asks me which of these results is likely to be the most reliable, and I've got to give a reason. Well, let's just look at it, shall we? Alright, what have I got here? We've got 4 results before I have to read off here, and then we've got 4 or 5 results here towards the end before I read off for this second one here. Which one's more reliable? I think actually they're equally reliable because we're reading from well into the curve. So here we've produced this curve up to this point using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 results. Therefore, I'm trusting that that's a reliable indication of the relationship between top speed and engine size. and continuing the curve, I'm using these 3 here plus these 5 or so. Although it's towards the top end of the scale of the curve of best fit, I'm still believing it is reliable. Therefore, I'm going to say they're both equally reliable because they're truly read off from amongst the data from which the curve was generated. Therefore, they're equally reliable. That's what I'm going to go for. Any other question? Nothing at all. Explain the reason. I've done it. So reading off both these results for the engine size of the bikes, it's amongst the main body of the data, therefore they're both equally reliable. And I've not done this for a long time. I'm now going to sign that off. I'm Mr. C at your service, and we'll talk to you in question, the questions in section 9, and that'll finish the high course for unit 1. See you later.